a fond welcome. Not to forget Wayne Wilkie in produce, Jerry Gill, the meat department manager, Liz Sturba, manager of the bakery department, and Carol Burgess, who is in charge of the deli restaurant. Welcome to the Country Store, South Main Street, here in Fond du Lac. 'Cause you'll get more when you work a little. The Country Store.
And the Chilton High School Band from Chilton, Wisconsin, sponsored by Consultants Laboratory of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac.
Their conductor is Dick Gillies. And they're going to be going past our location, and hopefully they'll be playing a little bit for us, because they're going to be playing the Mickey Mouse Club March. It has about 125 members. It marched in Packer games in 82 and 84, and it appeared in the 1983 Indy Festival Parade. The color guard that we're seeing right now was named the 1980 North Star Color Guard Circuit Champions of Wisconsin. Dick Gillis is the music director for grades 7 through 12.
That was Cablevision's theme song from the Disney Channel.
And then we have the St. Joseph's Parish float. The old Oldsmobile car coming up, and then we're going to have the festival raffle car with Father George Gibbons, pastor. And St. Joe's is called the Mother Church of Fond du Lac. It was founded in 1847 by a French missionary from where it came, in St. Pat's, and St. Mary's in St. Louis. And that's from St. Joe's came St. Pat's, St. Mary's, and St. Louis.
This is the car that Carlet that you just saw is going to be the prize at the church picnic.
Right.
Which will be
Behind that,
coming
we
up.
see some of the parishioners marching.
Did you know that originally St. Joe's Church was called St. Louis Church?
No, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. It was the first church founded, the first Catholic church founded in Fond du
It was a
Lac.
nice looking float with it. People dressed up in the different period costumes of the day with it.
Of course, Pepsi, which we're enjoying right now.
Right.
What would we do on a day like
Right,
this
and of
without
course
Pepsi?
they have the Miss Liberty entry sponsored by A to Z Vending, and it's going to portray the Statue of Liberty, and they also have a 6-by-6-foot birthday cake with 150 candles to represent each year since the first family settled in Fond du Lac. And marching alongside those with them was the couple M&M characters handing out treats. I guess they're probably M&M.
Miss Liberty's arm just got tired. And I was wondering at this moment how in the world she was holding her arm out all
And
that
then the
time.
Fond du Lac County Genealogical Society, their float has a family tree with old-fashioned photographs hanging on it, and the float reads, "Our family tree." And
This is EAA Eagle. Are you familiar with this? This is from the...
this is from the experimental aircraft
Right.
in Oshkosh, yes.
Great place to go.
And then the Marian movement of priests wishes everyone a happy Sesqua centennial. And it represents Christianity, and it's been a part of Fond du Lac for over 150 years. And the sun's getting very low, and we're having a very difficult time seeing our monitor here. The next entry, of course, is from American Bank of Fond du Lac. The people dressed in period costumes and with a horse-drawn float.
Oh, I love those horses.
And they stopped right in front of us and are backing up.
I think the fun thing of this is over 150 years, people can wear anything they want.
Right.
I mean, everything from flappers to Indian and...
And then
turn of the
behind that
century.
is an entry called Then. That was then, this is now. And we're going to see on this semi-trailer, we're going to see what it was like then and what it's like now. Sponsored by Vic's Video from 225 South Military.
And what they're showing is a couple that is posing and how they used to take a
Take a
photograph, and
picture.
now people have
Right.
VCRs and
Right.
VHS cameras and take video of just about everything.
See the person on the back of the camera or the back of the float holding the little video camera. But nice if that's all we'd have had to set up for today, but we didn't have to do that. This, of course, is the historic St. Louis Parish entry. It's a replica of St. Louis Church, built by several parishioners from the various church clubs and organizations. The St. Louis Parish built the first Catholic church in Fond du Lac, and then the church burned down and they built their new church at 209 North Main Street. The first service was held by this group on Christmas Day 1870. Father Wagner is the present pastor. And I think with that we'll take a break for a message from one of our sponsors.
Get ready for the bargain, ready for the value, ready for the sales. Get ready, 'cause we're ready for you. Ready for selection, ready for the fashion, ready for the action. Get ready, 'cause we're ready for you. Ready for a good time, anytime's the right time. Hey there everybody, we're ready for you.
Get ready, 'cause we're ready for you.
And for it's small. Get ready, 'cause we're ready for you. And for it's small.
Welcome to Forest Mall, the heart of Fond du Lac shopping community. We have more than 60 department and specialty stores to serve you. We hope you enjoy your visit and happy shopping.
And all of us at Forest Mall say, Happy 150th birthday, Fond du Lac.
Get ready, 'cause we're ready for you. And for it's small.
Okay, we're back with the horse-drawn bulk oil truck, which was sponsored by Condon Oil Company and was restored by Royal Carry. And the horses are owned and driven by Phil Shelter of Oakfield. This is an original Standard Oil tank wagon from the early 1900s. It was restored to its additional additions and colors.
You know, if I could have somebody deliver oil in a vehicle like that with horse-drawn,
And right behind that, of course, we see what they use today.
Right.
Condon Oil, of course, has been in business since 1939 in Ripon and Fond du Lac, and they have offices in Ripon, Fond du Lac, and Oshkosh, plus some other small towns.
Isn't it wonderful that they preserve things like that to see the then and now?
Yes, it is. Some people, it takes a lot of thought at some people's point to go out and, find
Save
these
things
things.
and find it worthwhile.
Of course, this is going to be the Fondy Vet. There's people with 25 to 30 different Corvettes, so we can just sit back and watch those Corvettes as they go by. A very valuable car.
I have never ridden in a Corvette.
Neither have I. I've just been handed another whole packet of materials on the freight. I thought we were getting near the end, but we still have quite a ways to go in this parade.
We're 2 hours into the parade at the moment.
It's been a very fine parade. The audience has been very receptive to all the units that have gone by. They've given big rounds of applause to all the marching units and the bands and the clowns. All the things that really we need to make a parade.
And of course the weather has
Right.
probably
That's right.
been the
That's
most important
most
aspect
important.
of it, one of the most important.
Maybe we should just remind the people that are watching us live tonight that the Sesqua Centennial Ball will be at the Elks Club, and the First Lady will be crowned. We'll find out tonight who the First Lady is, so people might want to take part in that. This again is another very long line of cars in the parade, and I think we'll just alert our people in the truck that we should get ready to go to another commercial, there's a little break in the parade, and it's going to be some time before anything else comes by our area here. So there's a little girl standing up in the Corvette waving at us. So I think we'll take time out now for a message from one of our sponsors.
Serve the area's transportation needs, offering you fine automobiles and trucks like Oldsmobile, Cadillac, GMC, and Mazda. Our professional sales force, expert service team of skilled technicians and body men, modern facility and equipment, and dedication to customer satisfaction have helped us grow to become what we are today. We're proud of our past and looking forward to being a big part of the future here in Fond du Lac. Happy birthday, Fond du Lac, from Holiday Auto and Truck, Highways 41 and 23.
We're back live at Fond du Lac Sesqua Centennial Parade, and coming down the street now is the Green Beret Marching Band, sponsored by the First Wisconsin Bank. This group is celebrating its 20th anniversary, and their members' ages range from 10 to 18, and this group is from the south central Wisconsin area, and in 1985 they took second place in the parade color guard and third place in Best of Parade marching in at Fort Atkinson. They're from Janesville, Wisconsin. They give about 35 performances throughout the Midwest. They took second place in the open band class at the State Fair. So let's listen to the Green Beret Marching Band. Another very impressive marching unit from Janesville, Wisconsin, the Green Beret Marching Band. Again, their equipment truck bringing up the rear of their group in case there's any problems on the parade. Janesville, Wisconsin, sponsored by a number of organizations out of Janesville, Wisconsin.
This is Seafeld Sales and Service with covered wagon and carriage. And Mr. Seafeld himself, Mr. and Mrs. Seafeld, are driving the horse-drawn carriage. Having fun.
And behind that, of course, we have the traditional covered wagon from the early days of our country.
Can you imagine